this is not like the average 20-year-old's life, and I'm not trying to exalt myself, because as I'm gonna tell you in this video, there have been a lot of ups and downs this year, but like I kind of realized the average 20-year-old does not have the same amount of stress in their life as me. There are some who have it far worse than me, but the average peers around me do not understand what it takes to run a 6-figure-a-month business at this age and somehow remain sane. Oh, there's a homeless guy. Wonder if I have money for him. I might have $5. Got $5. Hey, bro. How you doing?
Good, you, bro?
Good, good.
You, bro.
I got you. Have a good one, huh?
You too, bro.
Yeah, I got you. Here you go.
Thanks, bro. Thanks.
Have a good one. Two guys. One saw me giving money, so the other came up to me. That's good sales. Good sales tactic. What am I saying? But yeah, I realized this is not the average 20-year-old's life, and I often forget that. Bro, let me through. I often forget that because all the people I surround myself with have the same mindset as me. Mostly the people who I work with, I spend all day with. I don't go out. My life is entirely business. I have no time for anything else. I barely see my mom. I barely go to the gym in the summer. It's just pure 100% business as usual. So I spend all day with, you know, the guys who work with me, and they tend to have the same mindset as me. They want more. They're not content with 20 bucks an hour. So we're all sort of in the same, you know, on the same wavelength. But like, I was driving today, and but I realized this morning that that's not the average 20-year-old's life. I went to go return a U-Haul rental, which is like a truck rental I'd been using until I got this new one for the past 3 weeks, and it was $4,000 out of my pocket because I made the silly mistake of not going truck shopping sooner. My old truck broke 4 times before I finally decided to pull the trigger on this truck, which was horrible business acumen. I should have just pulled the trigger on an expensive truck to begin with. Yeah, it's expensive, but at least it wouldn't have broke and I wouldn't be in this much debt, you know? Like, if you count the car loan, my student loans, credit cards, you know, running jobs and stuff, I'm in like $150,000 of debt and I'm 20 years old. Like, holy smokes, man. My trailer payments, my insurances, my phone bill, my website, all of it adds up to a lot of money. And I forget that that's not the average 20-year-old's life, because that's all I'm surrounded with 24/7. And like, yeah, the business is doing great. It's growing fast. 100,000 a month in revenue for the past 2 months, projected to do the same by the end of this month. It's been insane. It's been double, triple what we did last year, and before that year it was 10x what we did the year before. So definitely like increasing exponentially, but like, it's stressful, man. Like, I live in a state of stress 24/7, and the only thing that gives me peace is God. Like, straight up, just knowing that God, Jesus, has a better plan. The only thing that keeps me sane. Because if I just rely on myself and my brain, I'll go crazy. Like, with all the thoughts that go through my head on a daily basis. If I just sit here and think about how much debt I'm in, I'll go crazy. right? But knowing that God has a plan and it's all going to work out, that's the only thing keeping me sane, because my stress levels for my age, for anyone's age, are through the roof. They're somehow manageable, but sometimes like I lost 10 grand savings last week before, because of a whole bunch of like silly mistakes I made on jobs and you know, details, project planning that didn't go my way. Entirely my fault, but like I just lost 10 grand like that, you know? The past few weeks I've just been working to make up what I lost and a few stupid decisions on certain jobs, and like I'm playing a high stakes game for 20 years old, man. Like I've essentially dropped out of school. I'm still enrolled technically, but school starts the month after next, and I'm enrolled in no classes. I don't intend to enroll in any. And I'm in 6 figures of debt. I gotta work to pay this off. It's reality, man. It's a high stakes game. Like as soon as I put all this pressure on myself, like my hours of work just increased exponentially. I put in like 14, 16-hour days every day now. I haven't taken a weekend off in who knows how long. I'm not like in the weeds of my business. I'm not on the shovel or anything, but I'm quoting, I'm making content, I'm doing this or that. Doesn't matter if it's Sunday, 8 a.m. Doesn't matter if it's Tuesday, midnight. I'm doing something. And so anyways, all that to say, like, people make videos like what it's like to be rich in your 20s or blah blah blah. I'm not rich, nowhere near. I'm in a bunch of debt. But like those videos are so funny to me now, because I used to watch them during like after high school graduation, when I thought I was gonna like, it was gonna take me a year to become like a millionaire or whatever. And I would watch those videos and be like really inspired and this and that. But there's a lot that people don't tell you about, you know, your journey to achieving your particularly business and financial goals. Like maybe construction is just one of the hardest vehicles to make a lot of money in, but like there's a lot of BS you have to swim through, man. There's a lot of BS that's gonna come your way that you just gotta roll with the punches. Like the U-Haul this morning, $4,000. Okay. It is what it is. I don't have that $4,000 right now. Line of credit, you know? I ordered the wrong finish on a countertop for an outdoor kitchen. Stupid mistake. The client told me what they wanted back in March. I ordered it like in June. Forgot what she wanted specifically. I missed like one little detail. $4,000 savings gone. Then that countertop cracked a week later. I gotta pay for the replacement. You know, my truck breaks down, $4 or $5,000 to fix it. So I had to buy this one, buy the new one. You know, that's all money I didn't have at the time. You know, debt is an amazing thing. I have a big fat credit limit, and it's completely transformed my business this year, because I have like $50,000 of credit, more than that, like close to 70, available to me. And that capital absolutely has changed my business this year, because I can wait longer to get paid from customers. I can do more jobs at once and pay for all the materials. It's been amazing. So, but all that wouldn't be possible without my big fat credit limit. Debt is an amazing thing sometimes. So all this debt I'm in it's good debt. Like the $100,000 I owe on this truck is gonna pay itself off. The truck is gonna pay itself off. It's more expensive to own a truck that keeps breaking down than a new $100,000 truck that I'm driving right now. My old truck broke 4 times this year. I had to get it towed 4 times. I put thousands of dollars of repairs into it. Not to mention all the downtime on jobs where the guys are waiting on materials and I'm paying them hourly and the job can't progress and I could be doing more jobs. That's all very, very, very expensive. So it's actually less expensive if you think about it to buy this $100,000 truck, pay it off monthly, get the extended 5-year warranty, and I know for the next 5 years or 100,000 kilometers, if anything breaks on this thing, I'll be fine. But oh man, there's a lot of thoughts in my head. I don't know where I was particularly going with any of that, but it was just funny to me, man, to realize like this is not the average 20-year-old's life. Like the average guy my age, and I'm not trying to exalt myself, like the other guys in our group, like they're all savages as well. They work super hard, you know, super proud of them. But like this is not the average 20-year-old's life. The average dude my age is, you know, in school right now, partying, you know, drinking, smoking, vaping, trying to pick up girls. And, you know, at times like this, I just gotta remember that in 2 years or in a year when they graduate, I'm gonna be so much further ahead than them, you know, because of the discipline I put forth to invest everything I made back into my business, to take all of the time I had at my disposal and put it into a vehicle that can eventually generate a lot of money, a vehicle that develops me as a person, improves my, you know, my business knowledge, my financial knowledge, makes me a better person, right? So I just have to remember all that when all these little BS storms pop up and, you know, the truck gets broken, the trailer gets a flat tire, I have bills like no other guy my age I know, responsibilities like no other guy my age I know. I just got to remember that it's all going to pay off. It already has. I'm 10 times the person I would have been if I had never gone through any of this, right? Because a smooth sea doesn't make a skillful sailor, right? All these, you know, all these happenings, all these unfortunate events, all these lessons, right? You don't have to think of them as unfortunate. All these lessons I've been blessed with, all the learning opportunities, they've made me a better person. Yeah, it's been tough. It's been a lot of work to get here. It's been stressful. I'm usually in a state of stress, but I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm extremely grateful, and I've learned so much. And if you want to have uncommon results, you got to have an uncommon life. If you want to be driving a Porsche 911, then you got to put in work like someone who deserves a Porsche. You got to have the intelligence of someone who drives a Porsche, right? So I don't know, just an interesting thought, interesting little documentation I thought I would make today. Yeah, it's all gonna pay off. I thought initially when I would hit 10 grand a month in profit, like life was gonna change, because that was my goal. Like after I graduate, holy smokes, man, I can't talk today. I'm fried. Bro. Whew, the summer is it's tough, man. After I graduated high school, I thought I was gonna, you know, start an online business, e-commerce, drop shipping, SMMA, whatever. And I thought I would hit 10 grand a month and I would travel the world and I would, you know, live happily ever after. But that's not what happened. right? And I thought when I did hit like 10K a month, which is like, for some reason, it's like every like entrepreneur's intro goal. I thought when I did finally hit it, life would change and it would be amazing. But bro, like I did almost 20K last month in profit, maybe even a little more. I don't know. I'll check the spreadsheet. I think it was like 21. Bro, I'm more stressed than ever. I have less time than ever. All that money just gets reinvested into equipment anyways. I just buy more stuff because I'm trying to grow the business. I just bought a trailer, bought a truck, you know, bigger and better tools, and yeah. So it's not what you think, you know? Running like my business isn't even big, right? Like it's not like I'm a big name in the city or anything, but like 6 figures a month in revenue, it's pretty good. Pretty good for a relatively new business, second year. And you know, it might not be what you think. It might not be as glamorous as you think. This is the truth. I'm extremely stressed. I have lots of big bills to pay. I'm under a lot of pressure to do it, or there will be serious consequences. And on the flip side, I have a lot of assets under my name now. I have a lot of knowledge. I have great friends. I've become a better person through business. So there are a lot of ups and downs that go with running a business, but that's just life, isn't it? So I'm close to my trailer. I gotta fix the suspension because somehow it just completely broke. There's always something to do, never a dull moment. So yeah, just kind of my thoughts for today. I wouldn't have it any other way though. I really wouldn't. I'm very happy with a life of just work and gym. I'm very happy with those two things. When I get to go to the gym, it's like such a treat. Such a treat. I love going to the gym like once, twice a week. It's like the highlight of my week because I just don't have time to do it anymore. Alright? Making content too. I love making content. I love being productive. So I wouldn't have it any other way, but I'd be lying if I said it's all flowers and rainbows. Sometimes you make a lot of money. Sometimes you lose a lot of money. Believe me. So, anyways, if you enjoyed that video, if you enjoyed my thoughts, subscribe, like, comment, do all that stuff, and wish me luck fixing my trailer.